Tonight, we watch VHS 2.
Hey, what's up, Internet? We're back with day, what is this, 5? 5. I'm gonna go with 5. We just watched VHS 2. It was that thing. It says VHS 2 in the corner there. It was a movie. Let me start with you. Actually, let's start at the beginning. Acting. What did you think?
The acting. Are we going to do it like overall, like we can do break it down scene by scene since there were different movies within the movie?
If you want.
Okay, so the first two were garbage, acting-wise. The Crazy Camp was great. That was great acting. And then, well, at least on the part of the crazy people.
Yeah.
And then the last one was pretty good. Sorry, yeah.
There were 5 altogether.
1, 2, 3, 4. Were there?
Yeah.
Bionic Eye, Zombies, Crazy Camp, and the Aliens.
No, I think there was another one. There's Bionic Eye. There was the bike guy.
That was the Zombies.
There was
The Camp was the next one, and then Crazy People, or the Aliens. And I guess you could do the 5th one was the dude that shot his face off.
Well, okay, yeah. I guess the rest was just the overall. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't think the acting was too bad.
Just in the first 2. That's all I thought.
The zombie one was a bit but the rest I don't think were that bad.
Like the Bionic Eye one, you don't think was cheesy and over the top?
Not as much.
I thought the acting in that one was the worst.
It wasn't incredible, but it wasn't bad.
I mean, it was a bad storyline.
I think it got better as it
and
went
bad
on.
acting. I don't think so.
No, I mean the whole movie.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think the further you get into it, the better it gets.
Yeah.
Which actually is the opposite for the first one, because the first one, I thought the first skit, the first little movie thing, was the best one by far. That was the one that I thought actually had a little bit of creep factor to
The
it.
Bionic Eye?
No, and the original VHS. The first scene of that movie. You haven't seen it yet.
No. Yeah, I had no idea you were even talking about that movie.
Yes. Yeah, and this one, yeah, I think the acting was mediocre and then got better as the movie progressed. And yeah, in the end there, it was really good. Those last couple. That last one was actually pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I love Aliens. Aliens are my favorite. Those creep me out the most, but I think
I was going to say, I know you have a weird relationship with alien movies anyway.
Yeah, that one was real creepy, but I think, I don't know, the Crazy Camp, that one was just pure crazy and creepy and spooky. I mean, not really spooky, but it was just very creepy and... Ugh.
And it was weird because we both said, too, we're getting ahead of ourselves, but whatever, that it's weird that they're doing the zombie thing again, but, I mean, it fit, and it didn't seem overdone, it worked. Effects.
Yeah, no, I had no problems with any of the effects. They were all real good. I mean, the only thing, the Devil Minotaur thing was a little cheesy looking.
I think...
I enjoyed when he first came out, and when the quick cuts, when he was chasing after him, but in the very end when all you could see was that fake looking head.
Yeah.
That was, yeah.
I think it's like I told you when we were watching it, there was a scene where it would have cut away, where he rushed the car, and the scene cut away for a second. And that should have been the ending. Like, that was the logical ending point right there. Because then you leave more to the imagination. You never see the monster dude full on.
Yeah.
But instead they cut back to him in the car and he crawled out and you saw the head and...
Yeah, it was just
more hokey.
Like, that last shot was just so you could see the monster for like 10 seconds. Like, the last shot was literally like 10 seconds of the guy just... and the Minotaur just right above him going...
Yeah, I think they were better off without that scene.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I understand the effects shop wants to show off their creation, but as far as the movie goes, it would have...
Like the one with the aliens.
effect would have been better without it.
Yeah, you saw the aliens, but in brief glimpses, and like...
Yeah, you never get a full-on shot.
Yeah, so that was perfect, and when you did really see them, it was kind of like, flashes of light, so you really couldn't see them the whole time.
It's like in the movie, and I hate to mention it, because it's the shittiest movie, but Signs.
Yeah.
They make you wait forever to see the alien.
Yeah, it works.
And yeah, it's better. The more you leave it to the imagination, the better it is. Like we said with Chris and Chucky in the last video.
Yep.
Because they make you wait long enough, like, it builds. It gets better and better the more you wait for it.
Yeah. The suspense of what's going to happen and, is it going to be him? Is it, that was scarier than actually seeing Chucky kill or seeing the Minotaur devil thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, overall movie, story, plot, all that heavy crap. This is a weird one for plot because
there's so many different
yeah,
ways.
it's little subplots. The overarch is the people watching the videos, but
yeah, overall I didn't really like it except for the crazy camp and the aliens. Other than that, like the story that brings them all together is cheesy and stupid. And the Bionic Eye, I hated that one. That was probably the worst. Not even a scare, not a jump, no suspense. It was just ugh. And then the zombies was an interesting perspective to take on zombies, but it wasn't scary or suspenseful.
I didn't like that the zombie had the whole battle of conscience thing at the end and off himself. That's not how zombies work.
No.
Because once you die and become a zombie, your brain function stops. You don't think or stuff like that anymore.
Yeah.
See, the sad part is, too, if you go back and watch the first one, they have, at least the overarch is kind of the same thing. They come across the tape collection and watch those. So I feel like it wasn't as hokey in the first one, though. I think that one did a much better job. I think they wrote it just planning on a one-off, and then the second movie, they didn't have as many ideas, so the overall story was the same, and the other stuff
I really want to go back and watch the first one. I'm curious to see.
It's the first one. I still think way better than this one. Like this definitely had some good moments. I like the last few scenes, but that first one.
Was there anything that tied this one to the first one?
No.
Like that guy that was. No.
Similar scenes, but no. It's a whole separate entity. That bit with the dog at the end, though, that was.
Yeah.
That was something.
Yeah, the kid was getting sucked up by the beam, and he dropped the dog, and you can just see the dog was tumbling down,
and then the camera actually falls off, and you see the dog, which is weird because you don't usually see the animal shots.
That was a very good shot. Yeah.
So, was it scary?
The last two were. Yeah, but other than that, no. But overall, the movie was very entertaining, and it was definitely like even though I didn't like the first two stories. It was I still enjoyed watching it. Even those parts,
Yeah, I'd say definitely no creep factor in the first few. As it went on, I think the alien one was probably, it had the most creepy bits to it.
Yeah.
I think, like you said, the crazy camp there was... It was eerie and creepy and unsettling, but I don't know if necessarily creepy. But the alien one actually had some good, scary creepiness to it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily say it scared me, but it had those good scenes, the ones that you want in a horror movie.
Yep.
So, okay, overall rating, Dealey, I'd say probably... I don't want to go really high, because I don't.
I was going to say like 6.
It up like that. I'd say like 7.
I was going to say 6, 6.5.
Definitely above average.
It was very good movie. It was entertaining. It was enjoyable. There was some cheesiness to it. There was some good scares. There was some definite creepiness. The gore was great. The effects were great. You know, so I'd give it a 6.5. Best movie so far.
I'd say it had some boobs in it too, and people like those. So
yeah, could have used more, but whatever.
Yeah. I'd say I'd give it a 7. It was definitely above average. Like you said, the acting, the effects, it was good. And even the parts at the beginning, maybe you weren't fully invested, but you weren't bored. You didn't want to turn it off. Like it's something you'd watch again.
Sure.
So yeah, I'd say around 7. Good movie.
Yeah, we're doing better every night. Last one was a 5. This one's 6.5.
Which means when we get to the end, it's gonna be nuts. 10s across the board.
I hope so.
One could hope.
We're doing good.
All right, I guess that's all we got. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Bye.